Hello everyone, this is Thus I Atone, recording commentary for this 6-on-6 domination match on Scrapyard. I'd like to thank all the people that have watched and commented and rated and subscribed so far, even though I only have one video out. Very appreciative of the fans I'm starting to build, and hopefully you're enjoying my videos. This is another great match. Hopefully we can have some fun and enjoy. This is a fantastic map, and I say that because I just always tend to do well on it. I know a lot of people have problems with Scrapyard, and it pretty much stems from the fact that it's got this large open ground zero area that's out in the middle, and be careful of cars too. That's my first tip of the day. Anyway. Like I said, it's got this huge open ground zero area out in the middle that's got these wrecked plane bodies and other things scattered about, and that just tempts and urges a lot of people to just run out in the middle of the open, and they always get gunned down. And the main problems I hear people having about this map is that they die too often and they just can't seem to get a grip. And generally what I like to do on this map is it requires a delicate balance of patrolling, or camping as some might like to call it, and running and gunning. I guess you could say that about any map, but this one in particular, because it all depends on where you're at. You can't exactly run out in the middle of the open while you're here, but if you're on the sides of the map, you can run a little bit more and attack a little more aggressively. That plane body that teammate of mine just ran into, the one that bends at a 90-degree angle, you will almost never see me enter that plane body. And the reason being that plane body is a death trap. If you want to save yourself a lot of instant headaches from this map, you're going to want to steer clear of that plane body. The only times I'll go in there is at the beginning of a match to try to get first blood, or to attack from afar through a crevice in the entrances. For the people that I know are in there. There's always a claymore or a guy with a shotgun that's in there. So that's my main tip on Scrapyard, is just avoid that area. And the B flag building is also a hot spot that you're going to want to avoid and just attack from afar. The only time I go in there is when I'm sure there's no one in there, so I can get my bearings in there and attack all oncomers. But as you saw, we had a host migration, and this match is kind of like 2-in-1. Because we had a couple guys back out, and then we get kind of a fresh set of enemies towards the end to do our evil doings against. One of the guys that ends up backing out is a 10th Prestiger on the other team, who started out doing really well, and he did not have very kind words for me after he backed out. He did not like me very much, and maybe the reason being that later on in the match, and the reason why he ends up backing out probably is that he lays down in front of me while I'm reloading, and I just end up knifing him, and I'm sure you'll see that soon enough. Anyway, the real reason why I posted this match, other than the fact that it's my favorite map and that I do quite well, is because I wanted to make the subtitle of this match, the unofficial subtitle that is, "Why do chopper gunners take forever to get to Scrapyard?" I mean, come on, look at this. This is utterly ridiculous. I get 2 chopper gunners on this map, and I watched back and I counted how many seconds total over 2 chopper gunners I waste just waiting for the chopper to arrive before I get my first kill. And I sit there and wait for approximately 36 seconds. Some of you might play this back and find I'm a little bit off. But it was just a quick count, and it's just unbelievable. For the most part, that gives any decent enemy team enough time to shoot you down. And here's something else you'll notice, is that any team that's not doing that well, and they get a few people backing out on them in Domination, they stop caring about flags. They'll stop going for them. Like, for instance, right there is where that 10th Prestiger was going for a flag, and there's a tac-knifer not even going for a flag. They'll stop going for objectives, they'll panic a little more, they'll become a little more run and gun rushers, and they'll just kind of be out for kills and trying to turn the match around individually for themselves. This tac-knifer is one of the few people I remember being in this match the entire time And, you know, I'd like to say a little bit about tac-knifing before this match is over. And that is, I've tac-knifed before. I tac-knife a lot on Favela. The only other map I've tried it on is Quarry. There's just something about that map that lends itself to tac-knifers. But there are two different types of tac-knifers. And I'm, you know, a member of the Marathon Lightweight Ninja school of tac-knifing. You know, more famous members of that school would be Only Use Me Blade. I've watched a lot of his videos, and he prefers Ninja far more than Commando. And then there are the people that use Commando instead of Ninja. And you know, the tac-knifer in this match is an example. They don't really get that high kill-death ratios. Whereas, you know, whenever I tac-knife, it's a rare thing. And, you know, you see Only Use Me Blade, and he just destroys people with that Ninja tac-knife. And whenever I use it, it's a rare thing, but I always do well with it. My kill death is always pretty high. Favela, I've just got a grip on that map when it comes to sneaking around. And the Commando people, they tend to attack more head-on because that's what they're used to when they're using their guns, so they figure it'll work for their knife. And they need that Commando in order to survive some of those head-on duels that they get themselves into, that they stupidly get themselves into. And I very rarely see someone using Commando with a tac-knife that ends up doing well. You know, I end up killing the tac-knifer in this match way more than he gets me. I think he only gets me once, and it was a head-on battle where he actually missed his first knife. And I've tried tac-knifing with Commando before, and that was the problem that I was always running into, was that when you tac-knife with Commando, you'll end up missing your target because that Commando lunge is just ridiculously long. Especially since, you know, people like Only Use Me Blade and, you know, myself who use Ninja when they tac-knife, it becomes more of a stealth thing and, you know, creating a strategy where you gotta be sneaky and get behind your enemies or attack them from the side. And so you're used to getting close enough to them to knife them without Commando that if you do try it with Commando, you'll end up overshooting your lunge, and that never is good, because they'll just knife you right as soon as you knife past them, or they'll just shoot you with a shotgun. Anyway, this match is coming down to a close soon, and you'll see another chopper gunner that takes its good old time flying in, and it's like, you know, I realize Infinity Ward spent a lot of time creating wonderful scenery miles away from the map that's outside the boundaries, but come on. I mean, this is ridiculous. Like, I'm gonna go make myself a sandwich, grab a beer while I wait for this damn chopper to get in here. And, you know, just let me get my chopper gunner in and kill some people, please. I mean, this is just unbelievably broken. And to my knowledge, it doesn't really do this on any of the other maps. So, yeah, chopper gunners take too long to get to Scrapyard. Hope you enjoyed. Rate, subscribe, comment. Thanks. See you later.